Hello, my name is Steve Meshke. In this video, we're going to discuss how to change the BMTM database connection credentials as part of the BMC TrueSight Middleware and Transaction Monitor how-to video series. Okay, you need to use the MQS User Tool utility to make changes. This is what you need to change the password that BMTM or QPASA database uses. With the application service running, open a command prompt and cd to the BMTM install directory, that's the directory where the product is installed, and issue this command: mqs user tool database db underscore password. Then you put in the password you wish to change it to, dash target space ldap space dash login underscore user space sa space dash logon underscore password, and then the password, which in this case is BMC software. And the password is the new database password. SA is the SA user, which is default system administrator for BMTM, or you can use any other user that is a member of the Management Console Administrators group. And BMC software is the password for the SA user, and of course you could change that if you're using a different user. Please note that if you need to change any other values, you could change those as well using the same syntax. You just change the different things. So if you're changing a database type, you put in the type, the name of the database, you change that. Same thing with user and password. Then you restart all the services, and then you should be able to connect to the new database. Let's start by just going through and verifying what the database information currently is for the database that we're using. So you go to the Management Console, you go to the Security tab, you select the database login group, and then we'll select the gear icon, which is advanced properties. This will tell us the database type we're using, the database alias that we're connecting to, the name of the database username, and then of course the password is encrypted. But that's something, this is the first place to go when you want to identify, if you're not sure what username, password, database name that the BMTM services are using, this is the place to go to check. Okay, so we can get rid of that. So here's the syntax that we talked about in the previous overview. So what we're going to do is we're calling the MQS User Tool utility. We're using these params, and then we're changing the password. In this case, I'm going to use this as my new password. Then here are the standard parameters. I'm going to log in as the SA user, and I'm going to use BMC software. So let's go ahead and copy this. Now I've already changed the directory where BMTM resides, so I'll go ahead and paste this command in there. And the application service is currently running, so I'll go ahead and do that. So you can see here, it goes in and it says, I'm reading the defaults, I found it, I've successfully changed the database settings, and I'm successfully changed the database settings for the target LDAP. Now, all we have to do is restart the services, and it should connect with the new database credentials. You will see in the application service log, qpas-wrapper.log, that if you're able to connect, it'll say application ready, and you'll see the database checks. If it doesn't, then you know it didn't work properly, and then you either put in a typo or the information you received from your database administrator was incorrect. And finally, how to verify if the change was successful. Run the application service in console mode, qpas-c, from the command line, or check the qpas-wrapper.log file for connection verification. If you see in the log file, if it says application service ready, that means the application service has come up and is ready to listen for connections. If you see some errors or the application service exits because it can't connect to the database, there's a problem and you need to work with your DBA in order to get the correct information. That concludes this video. If you have any further questions, please contact BMC Software Support. Thank you.